Hello, today is Sunday, July 5th, 2020. I read this book. It is written by David Blow. The book title is Shah Abbas, The Ruthless King Who Became an Iranian Legend. It's a really good book. I read it and I learned a lot, and that's why I like to share that information with other people. I will be looking at my computer what I have drafted. This book has 20 chapters, from chapter 1 to chapter 13. The author is discussing Shah Abbas' political life in chronicle order. From chapter 14 to chapter 19, the author discusses the king's private life. The dynamic of Shia-Islam adheres to 12 saints with Sufism, Christians, Judism, and Zoroastrian, and his contributions to arts and culture. The last chapter of this book discusses Shah Abbas' successor, Safi, who was a weak leader he felt to keep Iran united. On June 2nd, 1524, Shah Tahmasp I became monarch of Iran. He had a son with the name of Mohammad Khoda Bandeh, who made a family union with Khayr Al Nisa Begum. The result of this union blossomed Abbas, who was the third son of Mohammad Khoda Bandeh. In 1576, Shah Tahmasp passed away, and his son Ismail II ascended to the throne. Khoda Bandeh could not become a king because he was blinded from one eye. The custom of that time did not allow a blind man to become a ruler of Iran. In 1578, Shah Ismail II died, and Bandeh inherited the Safi kingdom with the approval of the Qizilbash army leaders. On July 26, 1579, Khayr Al Nisa Begum agitated Qizilbash commanders. In return, the commanders planned to end her life by accusing her of having extramarital affairs with Adel Gray, brother of Crimean Tatar Khan, who held captive in Qazvin. Consequently, she lost her life. Abbas began to dislike Qizilbash. On top of that, Qizilbash also killed Abbas' brother. King Khoda Bandeh lacked the strong will and determination to lead Iran forward against arch enemies that they were the Ottoman Empire and the Uzbek militia forces. Murshid Qoli Khan was a Qizilbash who became the guardian of Abbas at the age of 14. In October 1587, a large Uzbek army invaded Khorasan. Murshid decided to appoint Abbas as the head of the state of Iran. On October 16, 1587, King Khoda Bandeh did not object to his disposition and handed the royal insignia over to his son. On October 1st, 1588, Abbas was 17 years old, who became a monarch of Iran. Iran, located at epicenter of political realism because of the Silk Road in this particular era. Ottoman Empire was keen to capture Iran and engage in massive military campaigns of conquering Iran. In 1578, the Ottoman Empire began to encroaching on Iranian lands. Iran's army could not withstand Ottoman military forces. In 1588, Shah Abbas asked for unconditional peace from the Ottoman Empire. In 1590, Shah Abbas signed the Treaty of Istanbul to end the Ottoman and Safavi war. Consequently, Iran lost lands to the Ottoman Empire. Shah Abbas began to reform Iran's army. Sir Anthony Shirley and his brother Robert Shirley asked monarch of England on behalf of Shah Abbas to enter into an anti-Ottoman alliance. Eventually, the Ottoman Empire military engaged in suppressing the Celestial rebellions. Shah Abbas used the moment and emancipated the lost lands. In the 16th century, the Portuguese established a military base in Gombrun. It was a port in the Persian Gulf. In 1602, Imam Qoli Khan commanded Iran's naval army and pushed back the Portuguese navy from Bahrain. In 1622, with the help of 4 English ships, Abbas regained sovereignty of Hormuz, and Gombrun's name changed to Bandar Abbas. On January 19, 1629, Shah Abbas closed his eyes at the age of 57 and reigned for 42 years. His body rests in peace outside of Kashan, the shrine of Habib ibn Musa. It was a good book. I read it, but I don't like the title because, as Edward Said, who's a professor and published books about the concept of Orientalism, when time comes for Iran, people are depicted as ruthless people, and that's not nice. As I mentioned, there were external forces that they were making the king to act in a certain manner to defend national sovereignty of Iran, and that does not make Shah Abbas a ruthless man.